Okay, there he is, in the window again.
Nope. What it is, guys, it's Blastphamoushd, HD, and today we are here to watch more of the 10 scariest videos of all the year. If you guys are watching the original video, link in the description down below. If you guys are messing with what I got on, make sure to follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description down below. I take a bunch of funny pictures with my clothing and whatnot. Let go.
The YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine is always a viewer favorite here on the channel. But this particular video really seemed to put a fright into many viewers, ranking it as one of the year's scariest.
Wow. Okay, there he is, in the window again.
Nope.
Went under the bed.
Nope. Nowhere in hell.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Now, if you're wondering why Kent's reaction is so casual in a situation that would absolutely horrify most of us, well, he says he's had hundreds of these bizarre encounters while living in his haunted home.
Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No! Oh.
To see all of Kent's ghost investigations, check out his channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Cage. In the small town of St. Osyth in Essex, UK, there is a very old abandoned prison called The Cage. The prison is unique in that for over 400 years, it served as a jail to confine and execute women convicted of witchcraft. Paranormal researcher Brian Mack and his crew went to the site to perform an investigation into the supposed supernatural activity in the prison. While there, the crew said that they heard strange footsteps and whispers, lights turned on and off by themselves, and members of the crew were bitten or pinched by something that they couldn't see. The experience was so frightening that some crew members actually refused to continue with the investigation. But the creepiest and most bizarre experience of all came when Brian Mack's team attempted to perform a seance while Brian observed from the other room.
Your face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please.
Oh, that was weird, man. Your eyes were black.
As the seance begins, one of the women's face seems to transform and contort in a horrifying way. Her nose seems to grow and her mouth curves into a bizarre, inhuman grin. Her nose seems to transform and contort in a horrifying way. Her nose seems to grow and her mouth curves into a bizarre, inhuman grin.
Your face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please.
Oh, that was weird, man. Your eyes were black.
The researchers become worried and call the woman out of the room. It was later found that even though the woman had been wearing several layers of thick clothing, she had a bizarre burn mark down the back of her neck. After the investigation, the woman says that she had horrible nightmares and experienced strange things around her home. As for why this video was included in the scariest videos list, well, this face. And I think that's all the explanation needed. When horror becomes horror. This next clip was sent in to me by Andrew Barahona, a filmmaker for Board Film Studios. Andrew was filming a scene for a horror movie in the historic and allegedly very haunted Doña Ana County Courthouse in New Mexico. In the scene they are filming, the actress Chelsea is meant to be acting overcome with fear, Because in the movie scene, a killer is supposed to be stalking her through the building's hallways. But acting frightened soon turns into very real terror.
Wait, turn the light back on.
The filmmaker and the actress are the only ones on the 3rd floor of the courthouse. But suddenly a startling and very real door slam can be heard from somewhere nearby. Then both of them hear some very odd whispering that sounds like it's right in the room with them.
Wait, turn the light back on.
And so at the time, I had the camera in my hand, and I almost reacted immediately when I heard it. It was like it was next to me. And so she said she saw something behind me, and we just booked it.
Wait, turn the light back on.
Now, of course, since this clip came from a professional filmmaker, I was especially skeptical. But I think the footage, along with their very believable reactions, speaks for itself. A terrifying tour. This next video is especially unique because it doesn't involve your typical group of ghost hunters. This video was taken by Adelaide's Haunted Horizons Ghost Tours. This tour group is exploring the supposedly haunted Tailem Town Church in South Australia. The people that you see in this video are all random tour participants, not paranormal researchers. They have no reason to fake their reactions. So, first the tour group's camera and light batteries begin to drain mysteriously. Then very strange things begin to happen to the tour participants.
Oh, what? He just let that shit. It felt like something sat on the chair and it vibrated, and then it felt like something went like that.
Oh, okay. So that was that night. Then, as I said, it noticed in my head.
Oh my god. What?
Is that you?
He's on the leg! What is it?
Like something, seriously?
What?
That just felt like something just touched like my
Oh,
back.
God. Maybe he hasn't moved from his spot. He can't reach from it. He's kind of crazy like that. He looks hell weird.
Are you alright?
I'm good. No, but you're not reacting or anything. She's petrified and you're not. You're just chilling.
If you don't feel right, if you get irritable, if you get angry, if you get anxious.
What? When you're staring at what's wrong? Wait, what's wrong? Wait. Are you wrong? He's crying. What? No, what is that? No, tell us. Just before you even started.
Yeah. You.
And if you think maybe that guy was just a bit unstable or perhaps having a bad day, well, he's not the only tour member who has a very frightening experience.
To stop tours completely.
That way, because he didn't want to come back.
Because
What's going on?
it would spoil the game.
It's got like something touched me again.
Your hand is shaking like crazy.
That's how I have been since I came in here.
I feel sick.
You feel sick as well?
Yeah.
I feel sick and I feel sad when I say something. Well, we can either keep going or we can call it a quit.
No, I think this is what
Is this what you come for?
yeah, it's what we signed up for.
This is quite an active time in here.
Later in the video, in another area of the church, a tour member says he feels like he's been hit hard in the shoulder by some unseen force. Unfortunately, the camera only catches the audio of the event.
I can't see anything. There's no.
What? That's my shoulder. What? Like here. Oh, jeez. Okay, it was not like you are. I'm good. That like shoved me forward. Yeah.
I heard the knock behind you.
He has a scratch on him.
Where's the still camera gone?
I don't know. It should be up the front. Where is the scratch?
On my shoulder. See this here?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look how well it shows up on this.
Oh,
Show Ryan that photo.
Yeah, that's going to be better than any of
Hold on, I'll just hold it down for a second.
Look at that, Ryan.
Oh.
Are you sort of freaked out by that? Because I'm like, really?
Jesus.
But in the end, no worries. All of the ghost tour participants made it out okay. Now, none of these people were so-called professional ghost hunters. They were simply tourists, so they had nothing to gain from acting scared, making this video one of the most believable pieces of paranormal evidence I've ever seen, and earning it a top spot.
All right, guys, that is the top 10 scariest videos of 2019. And oh boy, did it live up to its name. The moral of the story is, if you got a haunted house or something, and you think it might be haunted, send your friend into them first. But yo, there's your boy Blastphamoushd HD. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. Twisms.